Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Ultima VII, the Black Gate. So, let us journey onward. Now, when last we played, we had spoken with Lord British, the ruler of the land, learned some of the issues that plague the land of Britannia. Lord British also gave us access to the castle and some equipment. So we have our spell book. I wonder if I can find... No, that's the save. I wonder if I can find the key for the spell book. Oh, that's how I get stats. Z, of course. For stats, that's an old one from the old Ultimas. I probably do have a reference card somewhere, but it's more fun to just press the keys and see what happens. Okay, so I is the inventory. That makes sense. Okay, A appears to be toggling audio. So sorry if you heard it cut out there. That's just me pressing buttons. I don't know what I pressed that time. Okay. Oh, left-handed mouse. I presume more right-handed mouse. I'm using a right-handed mouse, so H changes handedness. There's surely one that brings up the spell book, though. Okay, version. Yes, version. Wonder whether I've broken something. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, C, of course, is combat. As we know his stats. Okay, the number keys allow us to move around. Why is there no key for the spell book? Most strange. Yeah, it's not that. Okay. I'm actually going to go look it up, because I do want to be able to access my spellbook relatively easily, and I do have some information here. Let's see. Reference card? Or quick reference card. That seems like the right one. Oh no, wait, that's Serpentile. I want just baseline Ultima. Let's see. Statistics, inventory, audio effects, version number, exit, handedness of the mouse, save load. Is there no quick and easy way to access the spell book? It would seem not. Well, that's a little disappointing, but alright. Never mind that then. Okay, so anyway, and we've been learning about the Fellowship, an organization that has sprung up in Britannia since our last visit, and we are here in the Fellowship headquarters in Britain to talk with the leader, Batlin. You see a rotund older gentleman who is at once humble yet dignified. His gentle eyes exude caring for his fellow person. Name. My name, good friend, is Batlin. And indeed it is truly a privilege to meet the Avatar in the flesh. Job. I was once a druid. Now I am the leader and the originator of the Fellowship. It is rapidly growing throughout Britannia, and keeps me very busy, as thou canst well imagine. Ha! 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 Elizabeth and Abraham. Ah, my good colleagues, Elizabeth and Abraham were just here. They left this morning for Minok on Fellowship business. They deal with the distribution and collection of funds. Fellowship. The Fellowship was formed 20 years ago, with the full approval and support of Lord British. It is a society of spiritual seekers who strive to reach the highest levels of human potential, and to share this knowledge freely with all people. Spiritual. The Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a positive order of thought to one's life through what is called the triad of inner strength. Sanguine cognition. We strive to avoid the mistakes made by mystics and sages since the dawn of time. They apply the standards of the past, such as the virtues, for example, to qualify the present, and thus they do not perceive it correctly. We seek to examine our present lives, each on our own terms, and see the world the way it is. Triad. The triad of inner strength is simply 3 basic values that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. Evening Hangfire. Virtues. They are perfectly adequate for those who feel they still need them for whatever reason, but no one, not even thyself, thou must admit, Avatar, can fulfill them perfectly. Therefore they are a philosophy that is ultimately based upon failure. We have never claimed that our teachings are a substitute for the virtues. However, ours is a belief that is based upon success, not failure. I don't agree with a lot of that. Anyway, values. The 3 values of the triad of inner strength are strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Unity. When we say strive for unity, it is simply our way of expressing how the people of Britannia should all cooperate and work together. A worthwhile sentiment, I am certain thou wouldst concur. Trust. What the fellowship means by this is that people are all the same, and the world is, generally speaking, a supportive, nurturing place. The trust we place in each other is like the pinions that hold our society together. Quite true, wouldst thou not say? Worthiness. Allow me to explain the meaning of worthiness precedes reward. Each one of us seeks something which we desire from life, and we must strive to be worthy of that which we seek. It would be difficult for thee to disagree, I am quite sure. Now, we have the option to join. Why would we want to join the fellowship? I don't know. But we will have to eventually for plot reasons, so we might as well do it now since we're here. Join. But first things first, I recommend that thou takest our examination to determine if thou art truly in need of the fellowship's teachings. Dost thou want to take the test? Well, I happen to be quite fond of personality tests, so yes. These questions are all hypothetical. Do not let them confuse or upset thee. Question 1. Thou art feeling depressed right now. Is it more likely because A. Thou hast disappointed a friend, or B. A friend has disappointed thee? Okay, I mean, are those the only 2 options? You might start seeing a pattern here in the fellowship questions. If I'm feeling depressed, I mean, it could be either of those, or something else entirely. I'm just going to pick B. I can tell from thine answer thou art a person who tends to trust people and is often willing to give people another chance, even after ample demonstration that they are not worthy of one. Battling smiles and nods. Question 2. Thou art at a feast hosted by a very high-ranking local official. Thou dost believe the food he has ordered to be served is little more than swill, and thou dost notice that the other guests certainly think so. When thine host asks if thou dost like the food, dost thou A. tell the truth, or B. lie to him? This one is, relatively easy at least. Tell the truth. Thy response shows thou art a bluntly honest person who mayst occasionally say things that people may not like hearing, but thine intentions are noble ones. Battle makes a sweeping gesture with his hand. Question 3. Thou hast taken the last room available at an inn. Upon entering it, thou dost find that it is filthy. It is the middle of the night. There is no one to clean it, and there is nowhere else to stay. Dost thou, A. clean up the room thyself, at least somewhat, before reposing in it, or B. dost thou just go to sleep, letting the room remain as thou hast found it? It depends. If the room is sufficiently clean that I can sleep in it, then, it's not great, but that's fine. I don't see much point in cleaning up. If it's so filthy that I can't sleep in it, then I probably go and complain, or failing that, just sort of scoot what's in my way out of the way. So I'm just going to say leave the room as is. Thou hast revealed that thou art a person who tends to accept their fate complacently whenever life appears to be unfair. Thou dost naturally assume that life will be unkind as a protection against when it is. Battlen sighs. Question 4. At a festive gathering thou dost tell a humorous anecdote, and thou dost tell it very well, creating much amusement. Didst thou tell this comedic story because A. Thou didst enjoy the response that thou didst receive from thine audience, or B. Because thou didst want to please thy friends? I suppose because I wanted to please my friends? Thine answer shows that thou art a person who instinctively feels unworthy of having friends. Thou must continuously buy their attentions by amusing them. Battlen frowns slightly. Question 5. If thou wert to become a person of leisure, one who had amassed a fantastic fortune of wealth, would it most likely be because A. Thou hadst discovered an infallible method of stealing the money of others, or B. Thou hadst discovered an infallible method of illicitly duplicating the coin of the realm? I'm sorry, what, Battlen? What? I suppose I duplicated the coin? Both seem harmful, but at least that one's slightly less harmful, maybe? I don't know. From question 5, we learn that thou art a person who instinctively believes that they are incapable of achieving success, at best only presenting the illusion of success. Battlen slowly shakes his head. Question 6. While travelling thou dost find a man in terrible pain. His arm has been grievously injured. A healer tending to him tells thee that the man's arm will have to be removed, and that he will require thine assistance to do it. The man says he will recover from his injury, and asks thee not to let the healer amputate his arm. Dost thou, A. heed the words of the healer, or B. respect the wishes of the injured man? I suspect the healer probably knows what they're talking about, so heed the healer. By thine answer thou art a person who believes in mercy even when it is not an easy thing, and a person who tries to have the courage of thy convictions. Battlen gives thee a knowing look. Question 7. Thou hast just killed a small dog by throwing a rock at it. I'm sorry, what, Battlen? Is it more likely that thou hast done this because A. the dog was going to attack thee, or B. the dog was going to attack someone else? Neither. But I suppose if I'm required to answer, it was to attack another. This question tells that thou art an overly aggressive person. Thou dost need to stop trying to solve all of thy problems through violence. Battlen strokes his chin thoughtfully. I mean, Battlen, you gave me a question predicated on my committing violence. How am I supposed to have answered that in a non-violent way? Question 8. Thou art in a boat with thy betrothed and thy mother. The boat capsizes. In the choppy water, thou canst save. In the choppy waters, thou canst only save thyself and one other person. Who dost thou save from drowning? A. Thy betrothed, or B. Thy mother? I suppose my betrothed? While risking thy life to save the life of thy betrothed is admirable, I cannot help but wonder what suppressed hostility thou dost have towards thy mother, as thou would simply let her drown. Battlen shrugs. Thou art a person of strong character, Avatar, but one who is troubled by deep personal problems that prevent thee from achieving thy true potential for greatness. To be clear, as someone who's played this game before and heard about it from others, there are no good answers in that whole set. No matter what you pick, you will get criticized. And you will, I think, always get this outcome of having deep personal problems, because it is a rigged test. In short, thou art precisely the type of person for which the Fellowship was created. Funny that. Amazing coincidence, Battlen. I welcome thee to our fold. Know that the path of the Triad is not an easy one, but its rewards are bountiful. I will, of course, waive the usual sabbatical of study that is required before one achieves membership. Thou art, after all, the Avatar. However, as one of our tenets prescribes, worthiness precedes reward. Thou must embark on a task or two for the Fellowship before thou can be properly inducted and receive thy medallion. I need thee to deliver this sealed package unopened to Eleanor, the leader of our Fellowship branch in Minok. Eleanor will reward thee upon receiving it. Thou dost have my word. May I trust thee to do it? Sure. Excellent. Here it is. Thou must now be on thy way. Okay. So, we were going to Minok anyway, so that's fine. Minok, I think this is... No, that's Cove, I think. That's Minok. So we want to head out east. We'll be going past Cove. We might as well go through it. I know Lord British said that his ship was docked in Vesper. If I knew where Vesper was, that would help a lot. I'm going to cheat a little and look up Vesper on the codex, the editable on the Ultima Codex. Vesper. Oh, okay, that's not Minok. Where's Minok then? That's okay. So Vesper is this one. Here. So that's where the ship is. Where then is Minok? Minok. Let's see. Oh, right, of course. Okay, this is Minok. Okay, so that's where we're supposed to be going. This is where the ship is. I'm wondering whether it's better to go to Vesper first. We're going to go through Cove either way, I think. Go to Vesper first, grab the ship, and then sail around to Minok. It's the long way around, but A, avoids the swamp, and B, we get a ship. Or whether I should go to Cove and then head up to Minok through here. Actually, I'm not sure we can get to Cove without the ship. All right, what we'll do, I think I'm right. I think we can't actually get to Cove without the ship. So what I think we're going to do then is head east here to Vesper, explore there, get the ship, pop into Cove, and then head up to Minok. Okay, because main quests can wait, as we know. Right, let's head out. I could really use more companions. I don't know where they are, save that one of them is up in the northwest somewhere. Wait, is this the shipyard? No, I think this is the mayoral office. Or the bank, one of the two. And by the way, if you're feeling fairly unvirtuous, you can actually rob the bank, I seem to recall. Let's see, where are we? Oops, it's getting to night, isn't it? Oh, I think I've gone too far north. So if I go south, past these fields perhaps? Where am I? There's one particular field that I am looking for anyway. And what I want is its northern extent, but it's not this field, I think. Okay. Fair enough. So, is this where we want to be? I think it might be. Ah, here's another field. No, the one that I'm... Oh, this is the right one. This is a mysterious craft. It's a little difficult to see due to the fact that it's night. In fact, you know what? We have a bedroll lurking in here somewhere. Oh, well, there's our spell book. Hold on, where's the light spell? There we go, there's a light spell. As you can see, we have a spacecraft parked in this this field. Now, I want to find the house associated with it, because there is some interesting stuff related to this. Ah, yes, this is the place. This is the place. You see a farmer with wild eyes widened in excitement. Name: I'm Mac. Job: I'm a farmer, although most folks just call me a lunatic. Farmer: on my farm I raise chickens and grow vegetables. If thou dost need work, talk to me. Lunatic: Thou dost also think so, eh? But I tell thee what I say is true. There are creatures visiting us from another place in the stars. And for anyone who might be wondering, that ship is in fact a Kilrathi ship from Wing Commander, if I'm not much mistaken. I've seen them. Creatures. They are big, mean, ugly lion tigers. Or is that tiger lions? They're ferocious and they want to eat us. Another place. All I can say is that there are certainly no such creatures in this world, nor is there a ship like any that has ever been seen anywhere in Britannia. Seen them. With mine own eyes I have seen a star creature and the inexplicable conveyance which enabled it to travel to Britannia. I swear to thee, I am completely sane. I have proof. Proof? Go and look behind my farm in the middle of the field. Take a look for thyself and thou shalt see my proof. We have, actually, so yeah. Avatar, thou hast returned, exclaims Mac. Can we talk about the proof? I told thee I was not a loony. Didst thou see the proof? Yup. Did I not tell you that I am no loony? Still, my story of how I did come across this thing is beyond belief. Story. I like to stay up late. Sometimes I see bright lights flash across the sky. No one else ever pays them any mind. But one night I see this bright light come crashing down and it lands in my field. Bright lights. I always watch for moving bright lights in the night sky. That is part of why people in town say I am a loony. But is what I do so different from what they do in the orrery? Lands. After the explosion and the crash, I ran out to my field. There I saw the strange machine that thou hast seen, only it was glowing hot. I was terrified, but then the top of the machine started to open. Machine. It resembled a bird, but it was not a bird. Open. I could not move from the spot as I saw the strange ship open. From under the top came a vicious tiger lion. There was a savage hunger in its eyes. Tiger lion. It came at me like a predator comes after prey. Would be appropriate for a tiger lion. It was so fast that I could not even move. I thought I was going to be killed for certain. It reached me in a second. It looked into mine eyes, and then it died. Hunger. In other words, it looked like it might eat me. Died. What it and I had failed to notice was that I was holding mine hoe. It had once been accidentally enchanted by a passing mage, and it works wondrously in the fields. I use it for everything. The tiger lion had run itself through upon it. As it died, the thing spoke. Spoke? It said 2 words. Kill Rathy. I do not know who this Rathy person is or why the tiger lion wanted me to kill him. But I do know I sure get worried now whenever I see moving lights in the night sky. Kill Rathy. I'm quite certain that was it, or something like that. Anyway, the tiger lion itself proved to be quite delicious. Okay. Just he ate a sentient being, apparently. Anyway. Ho. I'm sure that thou dost know that the plague of loonies that has come to afflict all of the major... Oh, sorry. I'm sure that thou... Let me try that again. I'm sure thou dost know about the plague of looniness that has come to afflict all of the mages in the world. It was several years ago that I brought my broken hoe to a mage called Mum. Fixing things was all he was good for anymore. There was also some fighter who wanted Mum to enchant his sword, turning it into the Sword of Death. It appears poor Mum got confused with it, and that fighter came back and killed him because the man wound up with a sword that was only good for cutting weeds. I could never figure out exactly what happened. It appears that old Mum made mine hoe into the hoe of destruction. Unfortunately, the hoe is lost. Lost? Well, 'tis not really lost. It is locked up in my shed. It is the key to the shed that is lost. I think I might have accidentally used it as a fishhook when I was fishing on the banks of Loch Lake. So now I cannot get into my shed. One would think I am a loony. Job? Okay, so hold on. Farmer... work. I need someone to work for me and help gather all the eggs being laid by the chickens. When that big thing came crashing down, it scared them all so much that they cannot stop laying eggs. Wilt thou work for me? I will pay thee 1 gold per egg. Not enough, I think. Ask me again if thou dost change thy mind. Bye. I thank thee for thy decency and consideration. Okay, so, the Hoe of Destruction, one of the most powerful weapons in the game, is in here. We want that, which means we're going to need to find that key. Oh, hey. One of the moon gates. Now, that I don't know where that's going to take us. It'll take us somewhere, but I don't know where. Because things are a little bit chaotic at the moment. Okay. We're in more or less the right place. If you watched last week's episode, you might recall some mention of Loch Lake being polluted, and as you can see, it is indeed so. There's all sorts of trash here on the shores of Loch Lake. Oops. That glimmer spell's not much good, unfortunately. I have some mana. Let's use the proper light spell. Now, the farmer said that the key was perhaps used as a fishhook. If I recall correctly, if we open up one of the fish here in Loch Lake, we should find it. The trick is determining where the fish is. There are a number of dead fish around here. Yeah, that's just garbage. Yeah, I think we've gone too far now. We want to be here somewhere. Sifting through garbage. Lovely. Well, sometimes such is the work of an avatar, I'm afraid. Let's see. But really, is that the full duration of the light spell? Well, I still have some mana. Good. There we go. In law. The old ways. Now, where is that fish? Yeah, not that one apparently. Where is it? Yeah, we can't really go out into this very far. I have a feeling it's underneath something somewhere. Where? Hold on. Let me just run Glimmer and see if I can find our bedrolls so that we can sleep. Is that not how this works? Yeah, give me 8 hours. Thank you, YOLO. Right. Naturally, this means that they're hungry. Just separate them so we can see them properly. YOLO carries our food. We don't want to just lie around sleeping for too long, of course, because we'd run out of food, I suspect. There we go. And it's light, so we should perhaps be able to see a little bit better. Can I destroy these cattails? No, it doesn't seem so. Where is that fish? You just have to trust me that it is somewhere here. At least I'm very confident. It's not impossible that it's on the other shore of Loch Lake, of course. It could be up here on the north shore. I thought it was here, but it's not entirely impossible that I'm wrong. Okay, so I'm going to, in that case, I am going to go around. I'm going to see if we can find the north shore of Loch Lake. We will have some stuff to do in Cove, but let's see if we can find that key first. For one thing, I want that Hoe of Destruction. Yep, I'm sure it does. We literally just fed you. Admittedly, we just fed you. Oh, wow, that's a lot of rubbish. Admittedly, we just fed you one sort of haunch of meat, which I don't think we actually cooked as such. That appears to be a dead cat. Oh, hey, we did actually want some cheese for Sherry. I mean, we're getting this cheese out of a dead mouse that we found in a dead cat, but hey, ooh, a ring of regeneration. That is nice. That is good stuff. There we go. Ring of regeneration. That I'm happy to have. In which case, Spark, you can have the mitts. Oops. Okay, so that's everything in there. I honestly didn't remember that that was there, so, you know, that's a good find. We just have to keep hunting around for dead animals, I suppose. not that one. Wait, is that? There's a pair of pants here. Yeah. Oh. Oh, we can't actually go around Lock Lake this way. We would have to go there. Okay. Let me just look around here a bit more, see whether there isn't a dead fish here that I'm missing. Don't see one. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go back, because I am determined to get that Hoe of Destruction. Thankfully this game actually has a pretty fast movement speed, I'm glad to say. Ooh, this is most unpleasant. We can't actually go through here. Okay, but there's a road somewhere about. But before we go through a swamp, I should probably save. Okay. What just happened? I don't know what's going on. I think we just died. Oh, I do not like this game's combat system. Okay, let's just skip through this. In fact, they brought us to Minok, which is interesting. Okay, so let's load that again. Now, I don't know what this means. Oh, party leader? Someone to... Oh, the person to be protected, perhaps? I'm not sure. Yeah, no bandits here this time. What are you... Okay, they just killed something. Okay, well here we are on the north bank of Lock Lake. So, here's a fish. Nope. And if the guy actually said a specific bank, forgive me for having missed it. What? Oh, I see. That's a trout. I can theoretically eat that. Here's a hood. Small pants. Does anyone need a hood? YOLO could use a hood. Look, I'm sorry, YOLO, that I'm dressing you in stuff I found on the shores of Lock Lake, but, you know, that's sometimes how it goes. This is adventuring. Adventuring is not always pretty. That's just a trout, not a body. Here's, alas, another dead cat. What? Why would they object to my moving bits of rubbish around? Where is this fish that I'm looking for? I have a feeling it's half hidden somewhere. Wow. Whoa. Whoops. So this crocodile has been eating quite a bit of stuff, it would seem. Whoops. Come on. Horseshoe. What is this thing? Garbage. No, but not that one. Oh, this inventory system. Why is that an invalid spot? Can you tell me this game? There we go. Okay, how is that not virtuous? What? I don't see what you're objecting to, guys. I really do not. Okay. Other things that I don't see include the fish that we're looking for.
You had best not do that, Avatar.
Why, Guardian? Everyone seems to act as though this is stuff that's owned by someone. This is rubbish on the side of Loch Lake. I'm not sure why everyone's objecting so. But, oh well. I think I checked this one. Nope. Aha! Gotcha. I will take that, thank you. Where's that? Okay, so we've actually achieved something here, so let's save. Okay, so now, no, not quit, sorry. Guys, what are you fighting? Oh, hey. Oh, hey, we auto-fight. Okay, that's good. And Spark is poisoned. How do we find out? Spark has 14 hit points. Okay, that's fine. I can live with 14 hit points. I know, Spark, I know. So now we want to go back to the farm, wherever that was. I don't know whether poison wears off. It's the only issue that I have right now. I hope it does. Unless, do I have a cure spell? I do. Excellent. Nox, which means negate poison, funnily enough. Okay, so now we can chat with this. Where's he gone? He's probably in the field somewhere. NPC schedules. How I dislike them. Avatar, the host returned! Exclaims Mac. How do I tell him about the key? Okay, I can't. Okay. Oops, come here, you. So in that case, let's just use the key. Here we go, no longer locked. And we'll leave that there. And we are in. And here's the Hoe of Destruction. I will... okay. You have that. That can go there. That can go there. Right, so now I'm fighting with a hoe. Which makes a nice noise. It's kind of like a purring almost. Can I tell him that I have... can I tell him that I have the hoe? Doesn't look like it. Okay. No, sorry. Goodbye. Okay, in that case, I think we're just going to walk off with it. It's probably not virtuous, but for the sake of gameplay, I'm just going to go with it for now. And now, I think the next thing to do is to head this way, back towards Cove, then head south past the entrance to this area. This lovely little garden. It's actually really nice, isn't it? Oh, hey, there's a sundial. It is 11 o'clock. And this, what is this? A ring. Ah. This is an attractive young woman who seems sad. Oops. Name. I am Nastasia. Job. She thinks a moment. I suppose my job is to keep the shrine of compassion pristine, though it is not an official position. Shrine. The shrine of compassion has been here for many generations, as have all the shrines in Britannia. My great-great-grandmother Ariana made a request in her will that her family line take care of this particular shrine. All shrines. Many of the shrines have fallen into disuse or have been overgrown to the point of being lost. It is sad. Take care. I am afraid that thou mightst find the other shrines in poor condition. I keep this one, well, nice. And I do it not only to keep alive my great-great-grandmother's tradition, but for other reasons too. Tradition. Some people may think it odd that a young person would cling to the old ways so, but it is something that gives me great comfort. It gives me the feeling that there is something in this world that I belong to. Reasons. I'd rather not say. Please do not ask. Bye. Goodbye, Thorm. Can I can't meditate at the Shrine of Compassion. That's a pity, but oh well. Because that was a big thing in certain Ultimas. Meditating at the shrines. Can we talk with her again? Hello again, Thorm, Nastasia says. I don't think there's anything else to be said here. Okay. So there's nothing more to be said here, but... Oh, hey, look at that dolphin topiary. That's neat. But she's, in fact, a potential love interest, which... Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about, because we as the Avatar know that we are going to be leaving, surely. Because we do each and every time we get transported back to Earth. Anyway, so what do we have here? Looks like an inn, perhaps? Who's this? This beautiful, earthy woman in her 40s gives you a friendly smile. Name. I am Zenaida, she says with a curtsy. Job. I am the owner and manager of the Emerald. Please come to the pub when it is open, and I shall be happy to serve thee. Bye. Come again soon. Okay. So we found the pub. Ah, well, well, well. What is this? Whew, my runic. My runic. I think that's T... No, my runic's too rusty. Oh, I think... Is this... That's... I think it's Town Hall, is what that says. Hi, thank you for coming out to me. This regal gentleman epitomizes a well-liked politician. Hello! Lord British sent word that thou might come to visit us. Welcome to Cove, Avatar. Name. I am Lord Heather, and I recognize thee, Avatar. Job. I am the town mayor of Cove, home of the Shrine of Compassion. Cove. It's a small place, I know. Many of our residents have moved away to the larger towns, especially Britain. But we have maintained a small core of loyal Covites. Shrine. We are proud of our shrine. One of our residents takes good care of it. Thou must try and visit the shrine if thou hast not already. It is a monument to all the lovers in town. Lovers? Britain may be the city of compassion, but Cove has become the city of passion. Everyone here seems to fall in love rather easily. Thou wilt find that everyone loves someone. Almost everyone, that is. Everyone? Well, let's see. I am in love with Yana, our healer. Oh, there's a familiar name. And she's in love with me, of course. Then there is Zenaida, who runs the Emerald. She has an interest in De Maria, our local bard, and vice versa. Raybert, our trainer, is courting Pamela, the innkeeper. Sounds like bad theatre to me. Any wenches my own age round here? Almost everyone, except for Nastasia. Nastasia. She's a lovely young woman who is always melancholy. De Maria can tell thee more about her. I suggest thou seekest him at the Emerald. 'Tis a sad but compelling tale. Bye. Do come and visit again, Avatar. Okay, so we have some interesting information about Nastasia, whose name I keep getting wrong for some reason. The sick house. Ooh, is this Yana? Yes, it's Yana. Yana is one of the old companions of the Avatar from back in the days of Ultima IV. And later, I think. You're surprised to see your old companion Yana, looking only slightly aged since your last visit. Name? Why, I am Yana. Thou shouldst remember me. Job. I have been the Cove healer for some time now, and I can provide thee with mine healing services. Since magic is not reliable, I have been yearning to join a party of adventurers, such as mine old friends. I miss the old life. Lord Heather. Yana blushes. Yes, I have been seeing our town mayor for some time now. Friends. Our old friends. Yolo, Chamino, and Dupre. The men who conquer evil in the name of Lord British. Chamino. Oh, I would love to see him. I wonder where he might be. Yolo. He looks the same to me. Perhaps he has a little more waistline than before. But that is to be expected if one stays away from adventuring for too long. What dost thou mean? Little more waistline indeed. No offence intended, Yolo. Dupre. I miss having a drink or two with that rogue. Let's go find that knight. Lord British. I have not seen our liege in many years. Magic. My magic has been affected by something in the air, but I have found that my senses are still with me. Hast thou noticed that the mages in the land are afflicted in the head? It is most disconcerting. Nevertheless, I can manage to cast a spell or two most of the time. That's interesting, because most of the mages, as she said, are completely out of it. She's been here longer than any of them, for that matter. So our relative newness to Britannia is probably not the reason that we're unaffected. It might be that she's from Earth, like us. But let's have her join. I would be honoured to join thee, milady. Okay, bye. Goodbye, milady. So we have Yana in our team now. Bye. Not what I wanted, sorry. I want that. Okay, Yana has next to nothing. She has a hawk. That's neat. She can, okay, cool. She can, what's it, equip the hawk? Ah, he has our coin. And Yolo has our food. That's not our food. There we go. Now at the moment, she's equipped with only a knife and a bag. That's not much good. Let's see what we have. We don't have a backpack for her. Oops. Set her to attacking the weakest target. There we go. She has strength 13, dexterity 16, and intelligence 18. I don't know how relevant any of those stats are, but it probably means that she's not going to be using a great sword. What do we have on us? There's our reagents. Should actually be aware that we're probably using reagents when we cast spells like in lore. That's the sealed box. We don't actually want to open that. We should. I'm sure we have. I could have sworn I kept some leggings and such like. That's our food. That, of course, is that stuff. Here's a shield. Well, there's a set of leggings at least. That's something. The hood. Right. Well, it's a start. I would really like to get her a sling, if feasible. Looks like it's an inn, I think. You see a friendly woman in her 30s. Name: I am Pamela. Job: I am the innkeeper at the Outen Inn. Ah, okay, yes, there we are. If thou wouldst like a room, just say so. Raybert: ooh, he's such a wonderful man, dost thou not think? He's so intense and serious. Handsome too. Oh, and I like Regal as well. Regal? As far as dogs go, he is handsome too. Ah, okay, fair enough. Bye. See thee soon. No one else here. Let's see what else we have in Cove. Hoping there's an outfitter or something like that. And I want to find the person who can tell me about Nastasia. Okay, this is the town hall again. Oh, this is fancy. Ah, this elderly mage looks older and more senile than when you last saw him. Name: that I know. My name is Radyom. Job: I'm not sure anymore. I was a powerful mage at one time. Now nothing works. Magic is a foul. I suppose I could sell thee some reagents and spells if thou dost want. And mind the carpet, it does not work. Blackrock: do not mention that foul mineral's name to me. It has caused me much frustration. That's some over there, I believe. It looks kind of like a duck now that I look at it. Huh. Before my mind lost me, I was conducting experiments with the material. But now I cannot for the life of me remember what I was trying to do. Moongates. They are a nuisance, are they not? I do believe that Blackrock is the solution to the problem. I wish my mind had not lost me, or I could continue my work. Carpet? The big blue carpet. 'Tis a flying carpet. It does not work like it should. Radium looks around and scratches his head. Funny. It was here a while ago. Oh, I remember now. Some adventurers borrowed my flying carpet a few weeks ago. When they returned, they said they had lost it near Serpent's Spine, somewhere in the vicinity of the Lost River. Appropriate. I suppose if thou dost want to go and find it, thou couldst keep it. It did not work very well. Perhaps thou canst make it work. I did not like the colour anyway. Experiments. I wrote them all down in my notebook, which is somewhere around here. Thou art welcome to look at it. But stay away from that transmuter. 'Tis dangerous. Transmuter? 'Tis that wand, tis that wand-like thing. It was supposed to magnetize and magically transmute Blackrock, but it doth not work correctly. Try pointing it at a piece of Blackrock and thou wilt see what I mean, but do not stand too close. Thou art welcome to take it if thou dost want a piece of garbage. Notebook. I use it to record mine experiments with Blackrock and the Blackrock transmuter. Okay, spells. Dost thou wish to buy some spells? Yes. In which circle dost thou wish to study? Let's start with the first. What spell wouldst thou like to buy? Okay, so we have a couple of things here. I honestly don't know what spells are good offhand. Telekinesis is probably good. Let's say goodbye for now. Leaving so soon? Dearie me. I hope I can remember thee if thou dost come back. That's not it. Nope. Oh wait, that looks like it might be it. Observations of Blackrock by Radyom the Mage. The mysterious substance known as Blackrock is completely indestructible. Only by magical means can it be moulded and shaped. Blackrock can be found in small quantities beneath the ground, sometimes near loads of iron ore or lead. Blackrock can be excavated by conventional means, but melting it down into a malleable substance is impossible except by magic. I found that a combination of electrical energy and magnetic energy has a profound effect upon the substance. Together these properties cause Blackrock to become permeable. That is, one can put one's hand through the substance as if it were water. Further study reveals that Blackrock might work as a teleportation device if magic, electrical energy, magnetic energy, and the correct alignment of heavenly bodies act together upon the substance. This theory still needs to be tested. The Blackrock transmuter I created out of an old one does not work. It was meant to shoot electrical and magnetic charges into Blackrock, but all it does is make the substance explode. I must be careful not to let the transmuter get into the wrong hands. Pointing it at a large quantity of blackrock might produce a devastating explosion. Hint, hint, hint. Excuse me. I must quit for the day. The headaches that have been plaguing me have gotten worse. I'm forgetting more and more. Very soon, I am afraid, I'll forget how to cast simple spells. I believe something might be affecting the magical ether, but I cannot be sure. Okay, so we very much want that wand, trust me. So lots of blackrock around here, all important stuff. I don't think we need to start picking up the blackrock. We will get to a source of the stuff later. Tell me about blackrock. Is there anything else? Okay, doesn't look like it. Before we go on, how much money do we have? Because some spells would be nice. So we have 125 gold. It is tempting to get some spells. On the other hand, as you can see, casting a spell is a bit clunky. So I'm not particularly... Oh, I have Fire Blast. I'm not particularly optimistic about buying the combat spells. I'll have to actually go looking into what spells are available before I think about actually buying any. Oh, hey. You startle a fighter who seems lost in thought. His dogs seem to be meditating as well. Name. I am Raybert. He turns to the dog. And this is Regal. Regal. He's an exceptionally smart animal. He understands the meditative way of life. Raybert throws the dog a cookie, which is snuffed up in the blink of an eye. He's cute, too, Raybert says with complete seriousness. Pamela. You see a hint of a smile on Raybert's face. She and I are one person. Job. I am a trainer. I specialize in a style of combat that relies on concentration and meditation. I shall boost thy dexterity and intelligence, as well as thy combat skill. Okay, goodbye. Raybert bows. So we have a trainer here. Again, I don't know what I should be training in, really. I have sung about thee in many a song. Sorry about skipping a line, by the way. And here thou art in the flesh. I recognize thee immediately. The man bows. Welcome, Avatar. Name. I am De Maria the Bard. Job. I spin tales and sing songs. Zenaida. My love, my flower, mine angel, the provider of the sweetest nectar my mouth has ever known. She is the light of my day. The notes of my songs, the flesh of my... Enough, my love, I think the Avatar dost know thy meaning. De Maria stops his reverie, sighs, and smiles at you. Thou dost apprehend my meaning. Nastasia. Ah, dear Nastasia, wouldst thou like to hear her tale? Yes. Very well, then. I shall tell thee the story of the only unhappy person in Cove, Nastasia. She's the only person in town without a lover. Not that she does not have suitors, she is quite beautiful. But all she thinks about is the Shrine of Compassion, which is where thou wouldst probably find her at this moment. De Maria strums his lute and sings. There once was a maid Ariana, who held the shrine so dear. She asked that her offspring do likewise, and keep it so year after year. Her son Mikhail became mayor, with a goal to keep in fashion the town's old beloved reputation, as the city of love and passion. Mikhail's oldest child was Magda. She built Lover's Walk, a fine park, where Cove's lovers, both young and old, could court outdoors in the dark. Ah, but the clouds of misfortune do hide, where the sun's brightness seemeth most fair, and poor Nadia, Magda's daughter, of misfortune had more than her share. It began when Nadia did wed one day to Julius, a not-so-wealthy young lad. He left her with child and went far away, as for Nadia's poor heart 'twas sad. One day from you the fateful news came, that Julius by a beast was killed. The child came early, 'twas a difficult birth, and Nadia's soul became chilled. With dagger in hand and child in arm, to the shrine did Nadia run. She plunged the dagger into her own breast. Never again would she see the sun. Nastasia grew up an orphan, you see, unloved and unwanted by all. Today she walks cloaked in solitude, awaiting her destiny's call. And that is poor Nastasia's tale. Perhaps thou canst cheer her, find her, I beseech thee. Bye. Do take care of thyself. Okay, so Nastasia has a fairly tragic tale, I'm afraid. So let's go have another chat with her, shall we? Once we've seen what's in here. It's just a house. Okay. And again, I was kind of hoping there was an outfitter so that I could give Yana some equipment better than a knife. Maybe we should go back to Britain before we go adventuring further. So let's have a chat with Nastasia. Hello again, Thorm, Nastasia says. Ariana. Yes, she was my great-great-grandmother. I understand that she actually met the Avatar and she made a profound impact on her life. It is odd, but thou dost resemble the portraits I have seen of the Avatar. I am the Avatar. Nastasia studies your features. Somehow I knew it. It hath been said that thou wouldst return. Julius. Thou dost know of my father? I suppose the townsfolk have been talking again. I wish I had known him. There is something within me that yearns for some news of him, anything at all. Nadia. My mother. She died horribly, and by her own hand. That is the true reason I pay homage to this shrine. I hope some day to provide her with the means to rest in peace. You. My father died in the great forest there. Some wild animal or something killed him. Art thou perhaps travelling to you? Probably. Oh, Thorm, I do wish thou wouldst try to find out something about my father. How did he die? What happened? Please. Wilt thou search for the truth and come back and tell me? Sure. Bless thee. I shall be waiting here for thee. I know we have a strong kinship now. We shall be like sisters. Bye. Goodbye, Thorm. I think if I were a man, that would not be like siblings. But anyway. Let me just do something quickly. Oops, not that. Right. So, let me call it there for the night then. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I have. Let me just save quickly. And quit. That's all for this week. Stay well, and thank you for joining me.